All right, hello. It's an awesome Saturday, October 8th. I'm going to do a wine unboxing. This is with our wine club, the Wine of the Month Club. And there's a link below. Don't worry, I'm going to give you access to it. This is something I think every family should get. It's 4 incredible bottles of wine that are new wine releases every month. And then if you get new ones you want, as a member, you get the member pricing to order a custom case, right? This is awesomeness in here. It's a discovery program, and they're always true fine wines made by incredible winemakers. There are liquid artists. These are second and third generation winemakers. Their craft is in these bottles. And these are going to create amazing taste events as we pair them with the right foods and desserts and appetizers and even by itself. But this is not your mass-produced wines that you get at the wine store or the grocery store or the liquor store. They're not owned by conglomerates. We are a boutique winery that is providing this direct to consumers, ships right to your door. I'm literally not selling wine, I'm selling a membership to get the wines, access to the wines sent right to your door. And you get these incredible pricing because all the middlemen are knocked out. It literally goes from the manufacturing warehouse where it's in the barrels and temperature controlled and everything is loved on and cared for by the winemakers, to bottling, same facility, goes around the corner, literally a couple blocks, to the warehouse that's temperature controlled and ships out to your door. It doesn't touch any middlemen. It's all internal to Wine Ambassador, and then the wines are sent right to your door. Done through amazing fulfillment with UPS or FedEx or a regional delivery depending on your location. And it's temperature controlled because it's a perishable good. This is a true fine wine. And these bottles, each one of them would be $120 around that retail if you were to buy it and you're able to get it locally, which you're not. Direct to consumer. It's kind of where the world's going, in case you haven't noticed. And because of that, there's no regional markups. There's no distribution markups. So instead of paying $120, you get the member pricing. So like this box right here is $100 for 4 incredible bottles, meaning it's less than what would be retail for 1 bottle. I'm going to get 4. Okay, yeah, add the shipping. Now I'm paying. So basically, the price of 1 bottle, I'm getting 4. It's not even like a 50% discount. It's an amazing, thing, and that's what direct to consumer should be: is saving the cost, right? Think about it. You order from the warehouse, it gets right to your door. Look at all the retail channels that aren't inflating the costs. It's just being smarter with it. And it's right here. So I'm going to open this up. And it shows what's in here. And this is my buddy's box that I had at the house. Ours were opened already. So Peter, shout out to you. You need to come get this. So we always have this box in there. I'm going to show you, we got the corporate team on there, the CTO, the CEO, and the president. And I just want to point out that I've lost a lot of weight since we made these postcards. Not that long ago, actually. If you want to see a before and after picture, guys, this is a really good one for me. Like, it used to bother me. I did. I remember seeing this going, oh, am I really that big? I did. And now I look at it and go, wow, I was really that big. I'm so glad I'm what I am now. Love that. Okay, back to here. Awesome packaging. Rarely does a bottle break. This has the Pinot Grigio, the Tanya label. I'll tell you, this is kind of a priceless label. You'll hear about it later. Pinot Grigio is amazing. This is a great wine. Peter, you better come get this soon. I told you I wouldn't drink it, but now that I see what's in this box, if it sits here too long, other people here will probably consume this. Pinot Grigio. We got a bottle of the sparkling and another special label that's literally been retired already. Both those labels have been retired. They're modified. They're our own labels. These are our wines. They're made for us by winemakers that we market. You can't get these locally. If you do, whoever got it locally got it through us. So if they're a restaurant and they have our wines, they're part of the ambassador program. That's the only way they can get access to this. Here's another, wow, this is another priceless label. This is a good collection. This is a Syrah. That winemaker is exceptional. That Syrah is amazing. And what else do we have in here is, oh, yeah, the Tempranillo. This is a great, yeah, Peter, if you don't come get this, I promise you it's not going to last. I know I said I wouldn't drink it. I said I wouldn't drink it. But I'm going to tell you, I know Tanya for a fact loves every one of these. And they're sitting right here. I'm going to box this. I'm going to put it down. You better come pick this up. This Tempranillo, if you never had a Tempranillo, I'm going to tell you it's unbelievable. And what does it go with? Well, you can put it with any heart-richy sauce, but it also goes great with like a creamy white sauce. It's a very versatile wine. It reminds me kind of like a Pinot Noir, only it's got a different body to it, right? I would say it's on the lighter side than a Pinot Noir, slightly lighter. The Tempranillo, though, while it's great by itself, it goes with desserts. It's pretty versatile, but you can also have it with pork, and like a Pinot Noir. However, Tempranillo, when you put it with like a spicy dish, it kind of cuts the spice, so you almost can have more spice. It's really fantastic of a wine, and I've noticed that with a lot of friends that came over, they didn't know what a Tempranillo was. Right? It's not something that you would see on a normal wine list everywhere unless you were looking for it. It's there. You just have to know to look for it on a big wine list, right? But this is a North Coast California Tempranillo. The winemaker that made this is amazing. It's where the grapes came from. That's why it's there. Awesome wine. All right, so I'm going to put that. I'm putting this away. I'm going to hide this, Peter. The Syrah is also North Coast. I'm going to tell you this, same winemaker. Amazing. And Syrahs are fantastic. They have a whole different flavor composition than a lot of other red wines. So yeah, man, I know that I like the Syrah if we have anything that's like peppery, like a pepper chicken dish, or I mean, Tanya makes so many things that has a lot of flavors, and we usually make the food to pair with the wine we want to drink. We do it that way because we keep a really good selection here. But that Syrah is really yummy. Okay, so while I'm here, and since I know a guy, there's a lot of changes happening over the next few months. So when the orders come out, the wines that are being bottled and delivered in October, which we're in now, November and December, we always release certain things that are great for the holiday foods. And I happen to know that we have a new Cab and a new Pinot Noir on some very famous labels of ours coming out, and they're delicious. But I have to tell you, like, you fall in love with the release, right? And it's like, say it's a 2017 Merlot, the Ricord Merlot. Everybody fell in love with that. We went through, I mean, we did a huge run. We only have the one Merlot, the Ricord Merlot. That was my prerequisite requirement here. And the 2020's out, and it's great, but they're different, right? Same winemakers. Same source fruit, right? We know the farmers, and you know, we have our own vineyards that grows a lot of our own Pinot Noir, and our Syrah is getting ready. But we need more grapes than our vineyards can grow. It's a high quality issue. So we got these relationships with the farmers there in Napa and Sonoma that we get this fruit from. So it's the same fruit source, right? Same land, same vines, but they're different year to year, right? That's the true winemaking. Every year is different, right? The soil composition is constantly changing. The amount of water and sunshine isn't the same year to year. The frost cycle, not the same year to year. And that creates this magical taste that's different. So if you take the 2017 and the 2020 and you taste them side by side and do what's called a vertical tasting, you know it's the same winemaker, same source fruit. The balance is different. The taste is different. They're both amazing. But that's the true wine. And the next one that comes out will be different. So like a lot of times if you go to the store and you buy, maybe you have a favorite wine you buy now. And that wine happens to have, you know, a taste you like. And then you go buy the next year and the next year and they taste the same. That's not the way wine's supposed to be. Yet, that's what they sell you in the store. Because it's just a recipe and they mass produce it. And they make you think it's wine. It's just a wine type product or wine type beverage. It's kind of like Coors Light or Coors or Budweiser or Bud. I'll say this. They're not really a true beer, right? They use different things, corn syrups and corn. Not using wheat and barley, and there's a difference, right? It's mass produced. It tastes the same all the time. If you're drinking a true beer, it's going to alter a little bit because the hops and the barley aren't going to be the same year to year either. Chocolate, honey, anything fine food is going to change as the environment changes that creates it, right? If the elderflower or the, what do you want to call it, the sunflower, or what do they do, clover, right? If the population of the flowers that the honey is being made from changes, the honey is going to change. But also, the clover is going to change year to year too a little bit. The soil, it's the same type of thing as growing the grapes. So I'm just going to be like the food expert for a second, right? Not all food is the same, and if you're adding artificial flavors and colors to trick your audience or your buying population that they're buying something, there's a moral dilemma with me on that. Why can't they just have the real stuff? Because it costs a lot. Until a company comes around that does direct to your consumer, direct to you, and gets rid of all the middlemen, and we can produce a fine quality product. And I'll put a promise out there. We built this company to never compromise. It's not for sale. We're going to be boutique wineries. Was that wineries the word? We're going to be the boutique wine club forever. Forever. We're not going to sell out. We're not going to be part of the 85% of the wines that are conglomerate owned and recipeed that are just full of crazy things that are approved by the FDA. Some of the things aren't, they put in there. Like, I bring up there, do a search for arsenic in wine and look at the amazing labels. Well-known companies that use arsenic to flavor their wines. Now, I don't know about you. I know arsenic's poisonous, right? It comes from apple seeds, cherry pits. They tell you not to eat cherry pits because it contains arsenic. Did you know that? You shouldn't be swallowing cherry pits. So why would we have it in our wine? Because it gives it the flavor of if it's been aged in the barrel longer. Is someone going to die from it? I don't know. Like, what amount of it's toxic? Here, I'm going way into this on wine unboxing. I'm just really proud of what we get to deliver. And this Pinot Noir, Peter, I'm going to tell you right now, this might be missing. I might have to trade this out for something else. Because it's sounding really good right now as I stare at it. All right. Do the research on it. And you want to put something great in your body, go for a real wine that's going to give you the real benefits. And that's what we get to take the world. And it's not like it's a hard game for us. It's 85% of the wines out there have additives to them. Artificial sulfites that your body has to use more hydration and resources to actually process, so you get a headache. Do you ever wonder about that? Like, if you're drinking wine and getting a headache from it, it's not real wine. You've been duped to buy a wine type product. Congratulations, you bought a manufactured wine that was sped up in the process because they could, all for money and greed. And why do that? Like, think about it. Are you doing that willingly? I mean, do you want real honey, or do you want high fructose corn syrup that has a little bit of honey added to it so they can call it honey? Which consumer are you? Are you knowing what you're doing? All right, God bless. Wine on, and you should join us on Wednesdays. It's thewineanddineshow.com, and it starts at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, and we just pair our wines with food. You can learn about it. A lot of people don't know how to pair wines. It's scary. It's so fun. Come join us. I'll see you there. Bye for now.